Good morning, welcome to Natasha Makes. What have I been making this week? So, this weekend I might have got a little bit overexcited. It's Tim Holtz Fabric, everybody! I absolutely love it. I have wanted to make this quilt, gosh, for months now. And then the fabric came and it's been sitting there for a little bit, and we haven't had a gap in the schedule to put it in. And so this weekend, because it's such an easy quilt to make, and I was so busy, I was actually meant to be on a course. I was on a course. I actually was, but I managed to do it sort of before I started at 9. I was like, right, it's just half square triangles, 10-inch squares, half square triangles, bish bash bosh, done. It's huge. It wasn't meant to be this big. It wasn't, but you see, there are lots of ways around that this can be. But like, it's basically quartered at the moment. So where they meet, some come in this way and then they come down that way. And so you get this strip going through the middle. And so they were all just going to go that way. And then I sewed these two strips together the wrong way and I was like, do you know what? Rather than unpicking all of those squares, it's actually easier for me to just sew together 3 new strips and then just have it as this. So I'm really thrilled with it. So much bigger than I ever planned. But it took 2.5 meters of black and a long quarter. Each of these is a long quarter. I doubled up on that, so there's a 1/2 meter of each of those two, and then everything else is just a long quarter. But this is the thing, isn't it? Defo Live. Is there some sort of? Are we sure? Are we sure we're live? Should we find? Let's find you, shall we? Let's find the videos first of all. Yeah, here we go. Definitely here. Definitely here. Let's have. Oh, take the volume down. There we go. Morning, Rebecca. Have I got my glasses? No, I haven't. What have I done with those? Oh, there's going to be no hope if my machine comes unthreaded now, is there? Let's have a look. Jacqueline, thank you. She says, wow, lovely, Natasha. Morning, Heather. Good morning, Jan. Good morning, Elizabeth. Wow, what a whole lot of colour. Well done, you. Do you know it is? And, yeah. If you are someone that maybe doesn't want florals or wants something a little different, maybe a bit of an industrial feel, but you still want that feminine feel in there as well. Jane said to me, she said, I don't know how you've made Tim Holtz soft and put it with black. Oh yeah, I don't know. Morning Danny, morning Ali, morning Grace, morning Pam. Yeah, it is huge. I am going to ask Amanda to quote it for me. That is beyond me. I'm not going to lie. That is beyond me. Do we think maybe a shocking pink board binding for it, or do we play it safe with black? I mean, you know, I'm kind of wanting to pull out some of the pinks or maybe the oranges from it and do that. Yeah, so that's what I, you know. It really didn't take as long as I thought. I can't stop smiling. I keep looking at it going, I love it. I love it. And it's so full of mistakes because I did it in a rush, because I didn't have very much time. I don't know, what? So it overlaps, if that makes sense. Morning, Natasha and everyone watching on the phone while out walkies. Excellent. John Cole, morning. Good morning to you. Nice bangle. You need to wrap it round to the size. Oh, I quite liked it. Just, how do I wrap it? So, like that. Do I just do that? Is that it, Lo? Is that what I need to do? Do you want to see? This is one of Lo's creations. For those of you that wonder what she gets up to when she's not trying to Muppet wrangle. And she has them precision engraved. I absolutely love it. But apparently I'm meant to wrap it more around myself. I don't know, I quite like it like that. She'll tell me, we'll work it out. I don't, you know, and you just go, I don't want to break it. Don't want to break it. Morning, Audrey. Shocking pink, says Karen. Definitely. Quilt in with pink thread too. Yes. Love the Tim Holtz fabric, but it's very similar to Mode de Grunge. No. No, I really wouldn't have said that at all. I really wouldn't say that. So the thing with Tim Holtz fabric is that it's digitally printed. So the detailing in there is phenomenal. And then lots of you might know that it's, you might know Tim Holtz from his paper crafting. That's where I first fell in love with Tim Holtz, was his paper crafting. I was like, this is spectacular. And so when I found out that he did fabric, but the only way that he could get the distressed look and the only way that he could get all of those colours and the detailing in there is for it to be digitally printed. Now, digital prints, they cost more. Generally, that's the deal with them. Let me just adjust that camera. Yeah, they cost more just because the process is so different. And that's all good. That is all good. But it also, because to get that print onto, in that detail, onto that fabric, firstly, it's digitally printed, but secondly, the fabric, the substrate, what we call the base fabric, has to be a superb quality for it, because otherwise it's just not going to take that amount of detail. But if you think it's like Mode de Grunge, I'll get a bolt of Mode de Grunge and I'll show you how it's not. Because this is... yeah, no, this is very far from grunge. It will look great with the grunge. It'll look phenomenal with the grunge. Absolutely it will. Right, do you want to see what else we've got? Because I didn't use all of the Tim Holtz fabrics that we have in there. Gosh, I've got lots on the show to show you today. And I haven't even started on telling you what deals we've got for you today, because that comes with some really exciting news that I probably shouldn't be telling you. But, you know, we're all friends, right? So I'm just going to tell everybody. Right, so poor Gemma, she's she had a nice relaxing weekend, and then she's come in this morning to, we're doing this! Speed loading. It's a sport, it's a thing. So I didn't put the map fabric in. I adore the map fabric. I have made Freddie a bag out of the map fabric with the round bag handles that we've got. And so this is why, if you say that Tim Holtz fabric is like Mode de Grunge, it's just not. But looks fabulous with Mode de Grunge. Like, mix the two together, they work so beautifully together. But just look at that detailing. And that is why it needs to be digitally printed, because you're not going to get that with screen printing. You're just not. Now, one of our brand new colours, plain colours, is Azalea. And I think we can all appreciate that Azalea works beautifully with that. So what we've done is we've put this up cut by the 1/2 metre to order. You know, Karen, if you wanted to have a dress out of this, you absolutely can. But we've also done a few 1/2 metre heavens for you with the plain, so that you know. The other Tim Holtz fabric that we have for you this morning as well, just we didn't actually order it. It came in by mistake, and I was like, oh, I really quite like that, so I think we'll keep that. I did pay for it. Like, I didn't just snaffle it and go, thanks. No, I did pay for it. Just it came in mistake. It came in. What should it have been? This should have been the William Morris blush coloured animals. Yeah. So, I mean, it couldn't be further from William Morris blush animals, could it really? But here it is. So if you want to get ahead, we've popped it with paprika, or you can buy it cut to order. And that is, yeah, that's all. That will all be on the website. I don't know if Gemma's actually loaded this yet, poor girl. Give her a chance. Give her a chance. But it will be. So we'll have some as 1/2 metre heavens, and then some that you can cut to order. If you want to put other colours with it, that is entirely up to you. What I would just say with this is that it's not actually black. There is a black in there, but actually there's a really deep chocolate brown in there as well, which is all rather fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. So they are my... I love this map fabric. I am going to have to keep some of that. Jem, can you take a metre off for me, please? Don't know what I'm going to make with it. I have no idea. But of the maps. Thanks. All right.
When do you want a metre off, lady? I've clearly seen you saying that because I was typing.
It's the maps. I love the maps. Well, no, but I know, but you see, the thing is, like, I also absolutely love this one, but I've already made my bag out of this now, so I don't need another half metre of that because I've already made. This is the Lisa. These are now. There's the M frame and the flower bag frame, isn't it? And they come with Lisa's free instructions. So this, yeah, this was. I've still got to sew in the back. It looks like it's done.
The maps would make amazing lampshades, especially in your lounge. Or
Oh my God! Yes, the maps would make amazing lampshades. Oh. Okay.
A metre.
Yes.
What a metre do.
What a metre do. The pressure.
Just
the pressure.
Sell the stock back to
Sell it back. Sell it back to me. This isn't meant to happen. No. Don't. Yes, a metre will do.
Okay. You be careful with that kit.
Oh yeah, a metre is fine. Whatever you choose for the binding, it'll be spot on. Excellent eye for colour. Oh, thanks, Elizabeth. Thanks. Yeah, so we've got that one that I've made, and then I've had so much fun with these. I'm still... It's taken me the longest time. I keep getting distracted. I get part way through. This is the M bag, and yeah, you can see I'm still sewing that in. I tend to whip stitch over the top to hold the frame in place. I tried once gluing it in place. It was disastrous. So I always hand stitch it in to hold it, to baste it. And then I go in. This one I've sewn in just with a black thread. So that side is done. But you can see there all the orange thread around there. So again, these look phenomenal in Lisa's patterns. I just love them. And what else have I made with them? If you had any cork left over and you wanted to do the cork base bag, then they look great with cork. If you've got our scissor kit, I did the scissor keep with cork. I know a lot of you have got cork left over, you see, and you're sitting there going, or you might this. So if you've got cork in your scrap bags, then why not make yourself a little scissor keep like that? Awesome. What else have I done with it? Oh, so, and you can do it with, so this one here was done with the quilted PU, the navy quilted PU, but any of our PU leathers, our pleathers, will work beautifully, in which case that is the contrast base bag pattern. It gives you exactly the same effect when it's finished as the cork, but you just need to do the pattern slightly differently. And then this is the pocketed pouch, because it's got, you know, pockets. I think that was meant to be a wash bag for my husband. Forgot to give it to him. Soz Stephen. And then this is a little iPad holder. Whee. And what else did I do? Oh, the wristlet. I haven't got this one, but this is also a Tim Holtz one. But also, the wristlet looks rather fabulous. But again, you know, use your pleathers instead. And then this is our caddy, our little fold down caddy. Do you remember we put the elastic in the inside of it so that you can put all your crafty stash in, or actually you can have it as a wash bag and all your shampoos and stuff don't fall over. And you can pile everything in and then just fold down. When you get there, you just fold down the top as far as you need, and all of your toiletries just stand in it. We did that years ago. It feels like. It must have been like a year ago anyway. And so that, yeah, all there, isn't it? It's all there. Right. Sue's off work today. It's managing to catch us live. Oh, it's lovely of you to join us. I won't break it. All right, Lo, you won't break it. Does it need a border? Definitely scrappy binding. No, it doesn't need a border, Margaret. I don't think so. Sylv says, morning, OMG, can't believe I've made a live. Shh, I'm supposed to be working. We're not telling anyone. Colette's relaxing, watching Natasha makes whilst doing nothing else and being pampered by a wonderful husband on my 70th birthday. Colette, happy birthday to you. How very wonderful. You should be spoiled. Yeah, you should be pampered and spoilt rotten. Absolutely. Do you want to have a close look then at these Tim Holtz fabrics? Should we take a quick look? Quick. We've seen up to there. Oh, blimey. I heart them very much. Right. This is the pink one. I don't know what they're all called and I can't find my glasses. This is called Vineyard. It's got all the wine names on it. Nice. So Vineyard. This one is Abandoned 2. Oof, yeah. This one is Patina. Don't have as much of that one. That wasn't a full bolt. Couldn't get a full bolt. Look at that. Love it. This is the one that I did with the navy PU leather to make that bag. And everybody commented on it. Everyone commented on it. I took that to the craft store and everyone was like, that's amazing. This one I paired with cork. Looked awesome. And it is called Piano. It's got, I think this is the one with, yeah, it's got all the musically bits. See, this is, yeah, the detail in here is exquisite. Possibly one of my favourite fabrics in the world ever. It has every colour I love in it. Hence why I made a bag out of this one. This is from Abandoned 2 and it is called Rue Le Peltier. I couldn't get further away from that, could I just try and read it? Now these two look very, very similar and yet they are not. They are same but different. Same sort of colourways, which is why I did, I don't know if you can see, I've put one down that side and one down that side. There, just there. This one is, what's it called? Muted Medallions. Yeah, I can see that. Isn't it beautiful? That this one is called, God, my eyesight's got dreadful. Stained Damask. Yeah, there you go. Right, I obviously now have to try and put those back over there. Yeah. Bear with. Oh, Benzinies. Oh no, I don't need to. There we are. Okay. Oh, they're a bit gorgeous. They are a bit gorgeous. So, how do you fancy massive savings on jelly rolls? And this comes with a story. Sorry, but it's like Jack and Ori. It comes with a story for you all. Once upon a time, there was a person called Natasha who decided that what she really wanted to do was set up her own fabric and craft store type thing where we demoed patterns and created things that you could easily replicate at home that was going to be a bit like Blue Peter for adults. So if you wanted that sticky back plastic, you could have have it, and you didn't have to wait until you'd gone through all of the toilet rolls before you could make stuff. And that was the idea, was to bring fabrics that I personally love, that I'm happy to put my name to, but to bring it at amazing prices. So we've done that, and that is what we've done. And because of you, we have grown, and we have outgrown the space that we are in. This has very much come to our attention that I set the business up January. Sewing quarter shut the 31st of December. We launched on the 10th of January. So we had 10 days whilst I had shows at Hochanda and whatnot in between. So there wasn't a lot of time in between. Jane did our very first show here. So she's such an integral part of everything here. And she did our very first show, and then we just went. That was it. And we haven't looked back. So, and that's thanks to the support from all of you guys. So every now and then things happen and things change, and it only feels right to give back to you guys. So if you have a look at the jelly rolls, fabric rolls, call them what you will. Some of them are Moda, so we can call them jelly rolls. Some of them are Tilda, some of them are Lewis and Irene, but please do take a look, because the prices are insane. Because we've got a few of them left, not loads, but they're taking up space in the warehouse. And it is my promise to my team that in the next few months we will move to proper warehousing. That not only, and actually half the team don't know this either, because I sort of decided this weekend. We will firstly have our own warehousing all in one place and not split all over the place, because social distancing is now coming to an end, so we don't need to put people in different places, where we can have fabulous cutting facilities as well. So that opens up doing lots of kits and stuff for you. Also on my wish list is to have an area where we can run workshops for you, because we've got so much talent around here, and not everyone can do full weekend retreats and stuff like that. So that is also on my wish list, is to create an area where you can come and you can do, I don't know, like a creative grids workshop, or a workshop. I haven't even asked Helen, but I'm sure Helen McCook will come and do one, where Jane might do some workshops, even Gemma, where we can bring things to you that are fun, and just a little bit different. Just don't expect me to tidy up before you come. That's what I'm going to say. We're friends, right? So we don't have to tidy up for each other. That's fine. So yeah, so part of that is you will notice between now and when this all happens, there will be some incredible deals for you, so that we clear down, so that there's less to physically move, and then everyone's happy. So it's win-win all round, right? So take a look at these, because the pricing on them, like I say, is insane. It's just insane. So enjoy that. Colette, treat yourself. It's your birthday. So there we go. That's that. Should we have a little look? Hip hip hooray! Happy birthday, Colette. I'm not sure that Emily will be impressed at someone else having a birthday, but we'll run that one past her. I'm sure she'll be fine. Do you want to see these? Let's have a look. So, actually, do you know what? This is going to be really handy with today's little make. And this is, I want to say that, I can't remember what colour it was, but it's just a solid. It's your Modabella solids in a jelly roll. It's a little mini one. Now with this one, this was the one with the scarecrows on from Lewis and Irene. There we go. Oh, with all the scarecrows and everything on, and we put a 1/2 metre of salt batik. We will honour that. That's going to stay in there. That was coming in for free anyway, and now you want to see what the price is at. It's ridiculous. So make the most of those. Then honey buns, and you're going to see today when we demo how to use these. These are absolutely perfect for the ruler that I've got from Creative Grids for you today. These are down at, so if you don't know what a honey bun, it's an 1.5 inch strip rather than a 2.5 inch strip. So absolutely perfect for today's make. I will show you more in a moment. Now, I asked Jane to this morning find me a plane that would coordinate. So if you wanted to do borders or anything else and make something just with your jelly roll, then you absolutely can. This is Pumpkin's Blossom, and it's from Moda. There we go. And so Jane has chosen Elephant to go with that one. And I think we can all see why. So this isn't coming with it, this is just if you fancy a colour, because, you know, often it's difficult to know, isn't it? And we get so many requests for people going, could you just find us the colour that goes? So if you are going for this one, with all of those lovely greens and oranges and almost taupes through there as well, then why not get yourself a ½ metre of elephant also as well. And then this is one of the Christmas ones. Gosh, we haven't even started our Christmas shows. I have to tell you, Captain Small, they just look fab, don't they? Captain Small found the advent calendar panels this morning. She was all over that. Mummy, is this for me? Well, it wasn't. Oh, please let it be for me. No, really wasn't for you. But I love it. She's like, oh, crikey. All right then. Here we go. So this is your Christmas fabrics. This is your Red Barn Christmas. We've chosen crimson for this one. We can only hold these prices for 24 hours. They are ridiculous, so we can only hold the prices for 24 hours. Now, Jane has chosen, and I think she's right with this. This is your chambray. It's called chambray, which is ironic because obviously Tilda does lots of chambrays. And this is your Tilda Woodland. We've used this in lots of different projects now, and there are a few remaining. So yeah, chambray works a treat, as does ivory. Actually, we'll see that in a minute. And then this is, which one's this one? Songbook. Oh yeah, Songbook. This is the same one. You know that Jane did her Twists and Turns quilt. This is the jelly roll version of the fabric from the Twists and Turns, and that is with paprika. Should you wish, works a treat with paprika. And then last one to show you. Oh, hang on, I wanted one of these. This hasn't got a name on it. Oh, Botanicus. Janet Claire's Botanicus, and it's got what you can't see from this is all of the beautiful birds on there. I just love this so much. So much. So that's what we've got for you today. There's a lot on the show, and of course the code at the top of the page on the website, which I'm sure someone will put in the chat. If you're spending £100 and you add the 8-inch bent trimmer scissors in, then you get those for free, and that's £29 saving for you instantly. But you do have to actually put them in your basket for them to then be taken off. Okay, so that's how that code works. I know we've had lots of people going, doesn't work, it doesn't work. No, you have to actually put the scissors into your basket, and then it takes it off. Okay. So that's not a bad morning's work, is it? Not a bad start to the day, all of those, I think. Juggling, really not a thing that I can do. I don't think we can leave anyone in any kind of doubt about that. Really not for me. Let's pop those down there. Like so. We have got so many exciting plans. So many exciting plans coming up. I keep saying, really not meant to tell you. It's only me saying whether you can or can't tell everyone. And but it's, you know, if you put it out there, you've made that commitment then, haven't you? So it's going to happen. So that is all very exciting. I was using my new unpicker today. I love it. Yeah. Right. Also was doing a little bit of DIY this morning. Why? Because we can. It's not that this is all changing again, but it's changing a little bit again. Right, let me show you something. This is the ruler that we're going to look at today from Creative Grids. If I flash it, there we go, against the light. This is lovingly known amongst Natasha makes as the Madonna ruler. Just think Madonna Vogue. Inga says, if Madonna were to lie down in the road in that outfit, that's what she'd look like. So we've now tried to make this a thing with Rachel at Creative Grids, and I was just like, yeah, so I'd like to order a whole load of the Madonna rulers, please. She's like, what? You know, the Madonna ones, you know, the Madonna ones. She's like, oh, like the one that we had last time, we called the Bill and Ben ones because they look like flower pots. So yeah, we'd like 12 more of the Bill and Ben ones, please. She's just like, what are you talking about? And I have to realise that other people don't hear all our conversations, and that's fine too. This is your 90-degree double strip ruler. Yes, yes. I must stop holding it like that because now that we've said it's like the Madonna. Hang on. Quick tidy up. And off we go again. So this ruler is fab. Lots of ways you can use it. Shall I show you? Shall we? Shall we have a little play? Let's do that then. So I really need some glasses. I don't know. Gemma, have I got any glasses anywhere? Can't see what I'm doing. No, look at that. This is the most ridiculous thing of all. 4 glasses cases here. One of them in Tim Holtz. I've got one in K, another one in K, 3 in K. I've even got the wipe. No glasses. Can't actually see what I'm doing. Must go and get my prescription ones as well. What have I done with them all? I know that Emily was wearing some. I mean, they're all those places, Gemma. They're just not here. She's like, are they next to your bed? Are they next to the sofa? Are they in the kitchen? They're probably on Captain Small as well. She's probably secreted a pair. Thanks. I counted up how many pairs I have. 12 pairs of glasses. None around here. None in a place that would be useful. Good old Gemma. She'll go and sort that out for me. Whilst probably thinking, oh, seriously, was this part of the job description? No. So now I seem to hit 40 and my eyesight just plummeted. Right, so 2 sets of 2.5 strips together. We want to be together. And that's what we are going to do. You can, of course, use your ruler to do that. So let's have a look at what that's going to look like, shall we? Jane has, let me just chop that end off there. And trim that down. So this is the beautiful thing about Creative Grid. So Rachel Cross is the daughter of the founders of Creative Grid. So they're a family who run this company. They're based just outside of Leicester. Here we go. So this, come here. This is what's going on. This is why I can't find any, isn't it? Look at you, and we managed to get you to a hairdresser, didn't we, after you had a go yourself? Yeah. Have you been eating strawberries by any chance this morning? Yeah, that's kind of like, you look like the Joker. Thanks. What are you looking at? What are you doing? Yeah, you are on the screen. Yeah, you're on that screen there and that screen there and in that camera there. You're all over the shop. Thank you very much, Gappy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have you tidied up your bedroom?
No, I'm doing my Lego set still.
Oh, you sorted what into colour order?
Yes.
There's a lot of Lego, isn't there? Is Emily helping?
No, she's just sitting there and watching TV.
Oh, is she now? It's all right for some, isn't it? Thanks, Freds. Yeah. Just send the child. Send the child. That did the job. Thanks. Yeah, Fred's to the rescue. Bless him. Let's have a go with these, shall we? See what we can do. Of course, it's the school holidays, isn't it? You know, already. How did that happen? It's like they've only just gone back. So I turn it on, doesn't it? Since my other iron went bang the other day, I'm so paranoid. Turn the iron off, turn the iron off. I go to bed and if Stephen's still up, I'll be messaging him as I fall asleep. Can you check I've unplugged the iron, please? I think he thinks I've gone mad. I mean, he wouldn't be wrong, would he? Now, lots of ways to use this ruler. We will take a look at some of them. When my iron wakes up. Yeah. Come on, iron. Good job. I might have to chop a few 2.5-inch strips with this. I'm down to my scraps, you see. Just using up my scraps. It's got to be done, got to be done. I've got a longer piece. I've got a longer piece. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a longer piece. That would do. Right. Is that? Oh, perfect. With the fabric strip. Yes, please. That will do. That will do. Without meaning to sound like Wallace and Gromit. That'll do, Gromit. That'll do. We I love Wallace and Gromit, and I think that I love Wallace and Gromit because Wallace looks just like my granddad, just like my granddad, to the extent that his wife, Nanny Mew, she even her hairdresser called my granddad Wallace. Even down to the little tank tops that Nanny Mew had knitted him. He looks like Wallace and Gromit. Right, so just 2-inch strips. This could be your jelly rolls. This could be anything that you've got left over. Let's go for this, shall we? And do that now. The iron is on the go. Oh yeah, this was making a funny noise before I came to air. I think something's caught and I didn't quite, forgot to get to the... So we may or may not have to stop and rectify anything that's going on. Whee! Here we go. Right. Now the thing with strips is if you're sewing multiple strips together, everyone tells you to sew them one way and then the other and blah, 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 blah. For me, I put, on my machine, I put one of the feet, which means that you can't edge over. And then I just, well, you've just seen, I barely even hold it so that I'm not pulling it, I'm not contorting or twisting that fabric in any way, shape or form. And that's the thing. Jelly roll strips are just such a joy. 2.5-inch strips. If you've got your Stripology ruler, just get chopping your 2.5-inch strips and your 1.5-inch strips. This is the time. This is the time. If you're getting this ruler, if you're getting the Madonna ruler that's actually called the 90 degrees, double strip ruler. If you're getting that one, then go for it. Right, I'm going to fold it in half now just to save our cutting. There it is. So, and then we're going to do this. So we are going to line along our bottom line all the way along there, and we're going to, again, I like to do this on an angle just because then I can just step to one side and get it done. I'm not going to cut into the selvage, so I will just, if you want to offset, by the way, your pieces as you do this, then you absolutely can do that. But what you'll see is that my seam line there is running through, running through those there. We'll take those out, that's scrap. We can open that out. Ooh. And then we can start to have, there we go, that conversation with that piece of fabric along there. So we can get another one, and then that's scrap for something else. Save those. Like, I won't need that right now, but you know, I might. So then what we've got instantly is that, and that's going to look pretty stunning, right? And then I've got two more and a one, but actually what I would do is then with the next strip set that I cut, you know, you can start to have a play. But the situation that you are then starting to get into is like, how good would this sort of thing start to look just from your strips? So you've got that to look at. And actually if I'd not folded my strips, then I would have got an extra one to go in there. It was just that I was trying to be quick because I'm not going to sew all of these together. But I will just show you with these. It is incredibly easy. So you're going to want to put those two right sides together like that, and the seams nest, which is fab. And again, you don't want to play too much with these. You really don't. And then just stitch down that side. And if I'm chain piecing it, I'm going to put those two together. And again, those seams you can see are nesting beautifully. And again, I'm not going to tug and pull because these are obviously now all bias lines. But you can see that I can line those bits up there. And that's all going to come together a treat. Pop that there. Stitch down there. And then what you have is, when you take them over to the pressing mat, will be this. And it is all rather fabulous. And you could do it like that. Or you can, how have I done it like that? I've sewn it the wrong side. Well, that's how I'm going to have to do it now, isn't it? Seriously, how did I just do it? So do you know what? It's a good job I've got a spare, isn't it? Oh my goodness me. So you could do it like that, or if you actually show down the side that you were meant to. Obviously this was just for demonstration purposes only. Bear with me, caller. Bear with. So isn't it nice to have options? You can have that, or you can have that, and it's going to give you a very different quilt either which way. And so you just put those right sides together and then stitch down along there. Right, what happens when? So that's, you know, that's one scenario that we can do. Let's then look at what happens if we get a few strips. And we might want to go for some different colorways. What's going to look really pretty here? So this is your tilde strips. Do I want more trees? Do I want a ditzy? Do I want a completely different colour altogether? I don't know. It's all so beautiful. I'm going to go with that. And that. So actually now I'm going to take that out and put a different colour in there. Let me grab a blue. We could go that, or we could go what do you reckon? That or that? Oh, decisions. Okay, so you wanna have a little contrast going on in there, okay? And then we're just going to stitch down one side and off we go. Now, obviously we've just seen if we stitch two together, then yeah, we can create something fabulous straight away. And what I love about this ruler is how versatile it is. So Rachel Cross, who designed it, she is a quilter. She is, so she's designing 4 other quilters. Whee! There she goes. Have you guys got names for your machines? I was thinking about this morning. I was like, should I have a name other than the Mini Beast? For your machines. Juki are now getting used to what we call them. But I'm like, I'd like to book the Beast, please, in for a service. And they'll be like, sorry, who is it? I'll be like, it's Natasha at Natasha Mates. Oh, the Beast. Yeah. We'll get the NX7 booked in for a service. I'll be like, thank you. So, you know, I'm glad that my language is starting to resonate with other people. This is a beautiful thing. Whee! Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, so when you get your fabrics, when you get your fabric strips, when you're sitting there going, I don't know what to do, what do I do? I've lost my sojo. Get yourself a Creative Grids ruler. No, oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? None of that. None of that stick. Oh, what? Bobbin chicken. I've got through so many bobbins of fabric making that quilt. Do you know what? I might even swap out to something that isn't black. That might be something that's exciting, mightn't it? And take that out. Bear with me, caller, whilst I just sort this situation out. You're not meant to pull fabric thread back through. You're meant to pull it through the system, just so that you don't mess up I guess it's just so you don't mess up your tensions and stuff. So look at me doing best practice everywhere this morning. Gosh, what's going on? Let me see what else is going on. Is that I need some thread. Thread, please, thread. What have I got here? Oh no. Oh, hang on. This'll do. Oh no, you see there's not much on there either. Oh no. I had loads. Oh, here they all are. Here they are. That'll do. Should we go variegated? Why not? Why not, hey? That'll be nice. That'll go with this as well, won't it? I know that a lot of you have got this machine now. And how are you getting on with the threading up process? Because it is different. You have to uppy downy it. Because, well, you've just seen, haven't you? Like, you sew at speed. And so you do have to make sure that everything absolutely gets put in the right place. I think I need a new needle threader. One way or another, I've done something to my needle threader, which doesn't surprise me because this goes in the car back and forth everywhere. So it is a proper workhorse. Right, let's take that out. And also this has different bobbins. And do you know what I see? I'm always very proud of you. It sounds so patronising. But when I see on our order sheets the number of you that take it seriously, that Dukey machines should have Dukey bobbins in, and we stock these now because so many of you have bought the this machine from us. We do stock these bobbins as well because they are different. So they're not going to be readily available everywhere, but you can get them from us. And it just makes such a difference. I don't know if you remember a time a few months back where I was having terrible trouble with the noise of one of my machines, and initially I thought it was because I didn't have an authentic bobbin in. I try and label, but sometimes one slips through the net, sort of my old bobbins, and yeah, actually there was just something caught inside. But just goes to show, if you notice the noise of your machine change, just do check. Right, let's just whiz down these again. But you can see with this, like, I can do it one-handed because the machine pulls straight. So as long as I've got it loaded in my hand, one on top of the other, so I'm not pulling it across to one side or anything like that. I'm letting my machine just do its thing, feed it through, doing what it needs to do. I'm making sure that the fabric is just one on top of the other. I've got the foot on with the guide so that it can't go too far, just to make stress-free sewing. The very first time that I opened a jelly roll, I thought, this is fabulous, pre-cuts, because I was scared of cutting. Well, this is great, we're going to use a pre-cut. It's all going to be fabulous. Yeah, I'm going to be able to sew now. Couldn't sew straight. I couldn't sew straight. And I was mortified, absolutely mortified. I was like, what? Sometimes it's hard to sew straight, and that can depend on your machine. That absolutely can depend on your machine. But if you've spent money on a jelly roll, you want to sew it straight. So we will do this again. It's like Groundhog Day, isn't it? Sorry, everyone. I bet you when I look at all the messages later, there'll be loads of you saying, it's not sewing. It's not sewing. You've missed it. It's not sewing. Oh, man. Whee! There we go. I do love a variegated thread, I have to say. Right, so press, flip, all that sort of thing. Let us do that. Do. But this is using one of the creative grids is a great way. So pre-cuts and creative grids is a great way to make sure that you can't go wrong. You just can't go wrong. So if you you know, if you've got a jelly roll or something that's knocking about and you keep looking at it and you think once you open it, because there is that thing, isn't there? Once you open it, there's no putting it back. I remember when I worked on Sew and Quarter, and our floor managers used to try and re-roll jelly rolls, and you'd just be like, ain't gonna happen. You've got to write that stock off. You're not going to be able to send that out as anything other than a mess. But hey, there we go. So then all we're going to do is put right sides together. And it really doesn't matter which way round. Really doesn't. What you can do is, if you want to nest the seams so that it just sits really neatly, and then we're going to stitch down both sides. What? Down both sides. Yep. Fact. Down both sides. I know. This is fabulous. You're sitting there going, she's lost her mind. She's lost her tiny mind. What's going on? No. It's all good. It's all good. Bear with. Promise you, this is all good. I can't wait to show you this. This blew my mind. I was like, this is amazing. Yee. So just lots of different ways to make this ruler. And you might get this ruler, you might use it with your jelly rolls, you might just have some fabric left over like I did and want to do a cushion, which is basically what I'm going to then do with the rest of that, is make a cushion to go with my new Tim Holtz quilt. So yeah, I'm stitching down both sides, so I've effectively got a tube. Then we're going to start cutting. Emily ran off with my scissors this morning. She thought she was hilarious. She then ran off with my phone. And I think someone's been trying to teach her magic tricks because she had it in one hand down here and she's going, see, nothing in my hand. Nothing in my other hand. All right there, David Copperfield. At 2, what is going on? Oh, Jane did amuse me the other day. So again, I should tell you what I'm doing here. Again, so this is now, these are all sewn together. It's basically a tube. I'm starting just away from the selvage there. And I am putting the base of there along that, lining that all up beautifully, which means that then you've got up here that bit that's nice and flush there, up there, and then we can start to cut. And this is why I do it on an angle, so that I can just keep going. I change my body angle, and that's all I'm doing. Here we go, lining up along the bottom there. Now lining up that side as well. Line, 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 making sure that's in line there. Everything's lined up a treat, let me tell you. And off we go. And a couple more. So this is going to very quickly become something quite fabulous. Now, get your unpicker because you're going in. All right. So on the tiny sides, what you want to do is unpick, unpick, unpick. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. How fabulous are these going to look? So it's just saved you a whole heap of time, effort, energy, anything else that you care to throw around the place. And then all I would invite you to do is press them so that your seams are going to go in opposite directions, and get stitching. How many have we just cut there? Ding, 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 ding. So what have I got? Yeah. So there's a whole pile there, but we'll just do this. So I'm going to do those ones that way. Those ones that way. Set in those seams, and then okay. So now we've got options. You can have something like that. You can have something like that. Like so. And then if you want to just keep stitching those together, then you can start to build up your scene very, very quickly. And how pretty is that? Or, you know, you might want to do it so that you have all the pieces together in the middle. So it might be that you want to have it so that it's like this instead. And that's pretty cool as well. Here we go, this one. So you've got suddenly from one ruler so many choices. So many choices. There we go. So you could do it like that instead. You get to choose. That's the really nice thing. You get to choose. So I could have Or maybe you want to alternate. So you could have those like that. So that they're not all the same in the middle there. Din, 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 din. Or maybe you want to have it so that you've got that there, that there, that there, like so, and then say that one there. And then maybe you want to alternate it so that you've then got this one down here with that there, and you can have a plane, mix in your planes as well. You know, this is why this morning Jane went to the trouble to find the planes that went with the jelly rolls. So it's entirely up to you how you want to do it, like I say, or mix it out. And bring that and create that, and then you get a whole different scenario going on in the middle there. You know, and it, you know, if you wanted to and have, so that, I mean, they're all different colours, but it would only change taking that there, swinging that round to there like that, and swinging that one round there to then have it. So actually that is then, so you can create so much just from one. Okay, so that is, so we've got, and also because your fabrics are so different, so you've got that option, or you've got something like that, really, really bold and different. So that's two options with it. But what if we start to bring in thinner strips? What is going to happen then? What? I ask you, what is going to happen? Let's find out, shall we? Let's simply find out. But firstly, let's see if you guys are all okay there, because this ruler is just fab. You're going to have a lot of fun with it. Morning, Susie. Late to the Tim Holtz party, soggy dog walk. Oh, but you're big Tim Holtz fan. Hello, Geraldine. Hello. I had Tim Holtz Cogs and Clockworks fabric. It was fabulous. It is beautiful, really beautiful. Another fab quilt project to do then. Just the easiest. Oh, morning, Cass. The maps would make a fabulous travel documents wallet. Yes, yes, it would. And we've also got some of the, but I need to check with Gemma how much we've got left of it. I had hexagons pre-cut for you in the Tim Holtz in one of the older collections, which was just great. Did I see rainbow needle gripper in that scissor keep? Did that ever appear on the shop? Oh, Margaret, so these are, well, you can call them needle grippers or forceps or whatever you want. These are my prototypes. I've just had them sent over, and yes, I love them. They are fabulous for turning through tilde dog legs, all those sorts. I've got twisted ones, curved ones there as well. They will be absolutely coming on a show. They're just being made for us, because we're having them made for us. So no, you haven't missed them yet. Oh, Lo says she's so pleased. I love it, by the way. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you very much. They'd look amazing in a large brick style quilt too. Yes, Jess, yes they would. Yes, they would. Oh, I can hear the pitter-patter of tiny feet. Hello, Gemma.
Tiny feet.
I know you have tiny feet. They are small and sparkly. Freddie, I've just bought Freddie a pair of size 6 boots.
Yeah.
Size 6, so he's 7 years old. He was sharing with my mum. I'm like, what is going on? Anyway, what can I do for you?
I had tagged the EPP pre-cuts, Tim Holtz.
Yeah.
And some eagle-eyed have already spotted them.
Have they sold out?
No.
Oh no, okay.
I've got some.
Eagle-eyed have spotted them.
One.
One?
Was it the folded pouch kit? There was a kit.
Oh, there was a, yeah,
I found in the
there
warehouse
was,
the other day,
there
so-
was one kit left with it. Yes, with a bit of other Tim Holtz and Moda Bella solids in there, I believe.
There was only one, and I
Only one. Have you tagged it, folded it and tagged it?
might put a cheeky little discount on
I
it.
think that, oh yeah, well, yeah, you get discount happy, love. You do that very
Gave
thing.
me this ultimate power to go to do such things.
You know when you have a good day and you go, Gemma, I trust you. I trust you. I trust you with our pricing structure. There's so many conversations where Gemma says, what do you want this to go out at? And I'd say, she's like, yeah, I've already done that. And I go, why are you asking me then? She said, because sometimes you throw me a curveball and I haven't guessed it. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Imagine when we've got space.
It will be like supermarket sweep with a trolley up and down. Oh my gosh. Do you know what? Oh, that should be a show, shouldn't it? When we get our big warehouse and we're all in one place, we should do Gemma's supermarket sweep. Check it out. Check it out. And we can do Gemma's discounts and yeah, whatever you can stuff in your trolley in 30 seconds we'll put on a stupid discount. We're gonna have so much fun!
I mean, you've thought this through because I can't run very fast.
I've thought this through because you can't run very fast. I think that you would learn. I feel that you would learn. And I feel that our listeners would probably like employ a personal trainer for you or something so that you could start to run faster. Yeah, exactly. You'd have your own PT. Yeah, PT would need a PT. She's Pinfield Thomas, that's why we call her PT. She did that double barrel-y thing. Is your husband PT or is he just Thomas?
Oh no!
Oh no? Oh okay. Maybe I won't. Okay, have I just poked a bear?
So my stepdaughter's Gemma.
Your stepdaughter is Gemma Thomas. Oh yes, she is Gemma Thomas, isn't she? Yeah. I forget that your stepdaughter's Gemma Thomas.
It would be very confusing if she was little.
It would be very confusing. Oh, I see. If you were Gemma Thomas as well.
Yeah.
Right,
And
I get it.
this is a guy
I
that
get
even
it.
Pinfield Thomas too.
Did he not
And
want
he
to be?
went full pompous.
Did he go pompous? A
I was
pompous.
born a Thomas, I
Oh,
and I'll die a Thomas.
oh wow! Born a
Not
Thomas,
at all.
lived a Thomas, die a Thomas. Thomas?
Yeah.
Wow!
Not like him.
Not
It
like
made me
him.
chuckle. I went, fair enough.
I just like to regularly remind my husband that McCarthy, because everyone thinks it's McCarthy. And no, it's not. Or McCartney. No, it's McCarthy without an H. And that is because of the illiterate Irish in his family that came across on the boats. And yes, if Freddie's ever struggling with his spellings, I'm like, must be the illiterate Irish side. Clearly not mine. Clearly not mine. Glossing over the fact that I'm a little bit dyslexic. No, nothing to do with me. It'll be well, yeah, because when they came over from Ireland and they were asked what their name was, they would say, "Oh, McCarthy."
Yeah.
They'd say it, and so it got written down phonetically.
It's actually the illiterate English who couldn't understand the Irish accent.
It was not the illiterate English that couldn't understand the Irish accent.
It was.
It really was. No, you're right. Actually, I'd never thought of it like that. Anyway.
You've got to take it all back.
I know, don't make me take it all back, because then he'd think he's right. We can't have that, can we? Well, what? Just remember who pays your wages, Pinfield Thomas. Telling me my husband's right. Ka, ka, ka. I don't know. What's going on today? What's happening? So I'm just going, by the way, just in case anyone's interested here, because, sewing's happening somewhere along the line. I'm just having a little stitch with a 2.5 inch strip and then a 1.5 inch strip, then a 2.5 inch strip, then a 1.5 inch strip. And at some point, so I've got to put in, I think, I don't know, I could have this really horribly wrong. let's see how we go and see what we're doing. See how this all starts to look, shall we? Now, you can put in different colours, by the way. By the way. So I would have done 4 2.5-inch strips. Right. So instead, we're going to put in 4 1.5-inch strips and 2 sets of 2.5-inch strips. No, hang on. Gonna have to work this out, aren't I? What's going on? I've got to do maths. I've confused myself now. So if I would have had, it's gonna take 2 1.5-inch strips make up 1 2.5-inch strip, and I would have had 4 2.5-inch strips. So that's it. So as long as I have 2 1.5-inch strips, I'll get there in the end, and 3 2.5-inch strips. So all adds up to the correct amount. We're all good. Maybe. We'll see, right? I didn't prep this beforehand. I was like, I know what I'm doing. It's fine. I'm just going to have to redo like 3 more strips on the Tim Holtz quilts. I'll just do that, right? Let's... Oh dear. Right, bear with me. Do you know what? The really stupid thing about this is it took me planning this show this morning to suddenly go, what? 2 1.5-inch strips sewn together is going to be the same as a 2.5-inch strip. What, really? Like, why did I not know that? Why had I not ever spotted that? You know, you just go, what was I ever thinking? How did I not know that? And I think that's right. Val, morning Natasha. Sorry, I'm late. Doing housework. What are you doing? What are you... Housework? Val, have a word with yourself. No. Housework. Do you know it's still going to be there afterwards? It really is. I am... in the interests of freeing up some spare time, Stephen has suggested, I think I told you this the other day, that that we get someone to help with the washing. I'm like, what? That's a thing? I did not know this. And I think it's... my mum was, still is. She was a stay-at-home mum. She was a housewife. She was always there for us. She's fabulous, brilliant. So I think in my head, I think that I've got to do all of that and a full-time job and run a business. And it turns out you don't. There are actually people that will do the stuff you don't like doing. This has been a revelation to me. And I was like, really? What? So he was like, yeah. And then you wouldn't have to moan about doing the washing. I was like, oh. As I watched Freddie once more take off something he'd had on for like 2 minutes and throw it in the wash basket rather than fold it back up or hang it back up. You know, one of those moments. So yeah, Yeah, there were people out there that will actually do this stuff for you. Like, this is amazing. So I'm going to find one. I am. Right. If my calculations, and let me just check that no one's shouting at me going, your maths is dreadful. Yeah, workshops, said Geraldine. How far are we from Norwich? We're right in the middle. We're 10 minutes from the NEC here. That's how far we are. Students just have an avalanche. So yeah, it would be about 3 hours from Norwich. I'm here, says Myra. Went out with the bin and got cornered by the neighbour. Lol, he can talk. Yeah. Have you seen my sewing room lately, said Geraldine? I can't get in. Well, that's all right. Just had to treat myself to the tilted design roll. Well, do you know what? Do it. It's all good. My sewing space is chaotic. My stash is ridiculous. Get sewing, ladies. Just get sewing. We know where Captain Small gets it from. She'll be demonstrated by 8 years. She'll probably have taken over the business by the age of 8. That'd be fabulous. No one's telling me that my maths is wobbly. Just checking. You were going to be a salesperson with all stock coming direct from suppliers. Now you have your own warehouse. I was actually, Claire. You're quite right. Then COVID hit and everyone shut their warehouses and I was completely stuck. That was why that one happened. Yeah, it was all going to be dropship. But because the saving grace was that we had a few months, because I didn't have any money to invest in stock when I started. I was thinking about this the other day. I had no money to invest in stock. All of my money went on HD cameras. Everything that I had, every penny that I had went on HD cameras, so that, you know, I knew that I was getting that. Yeah, absolutely. So it's yeah. You are a bunch of nutters, says Elizabeth. Can't deny that. Valerie wants to call it Twin Peaks. Amazing. Geraldine, I think you've got this ruler. I don't think you need to buy that. Oh, okay, I've got to the bit where Freddie came in. He is so tall, bless him. He is very mature for his age. And then he'll say something and you'll remember that he is in fact just 7. And I don't know if anybody else with tall children ever get this, where there's kind of like, when you go out to restaurants, there's an expectation. I'm just sewing this in half, by the way, now. There's an expectation for their behaviour. And of course he is only 7. And you forget because he looks so much older with his At least he doesn't have a mullet anymore. At least we managed to actually find a hairdresser that had a slot and correct the self-inflicted mullet. We were chatting in the car coming home from school the other day, and he said to me, "Mummy," we'd stop for ice cream. "Mummy, are all my teeth," because his big teeth are coming through. And Emily was just like biting into the ice cream, and Freddie can't do that anymore because he's got his big teeth now at the front. And he's like, "Mummy, all my teeth going to be like this?" He was really upset about it. I'm like, "Yep, son, that's the way. All your teeth are going to be like that now." Soz love. Right. If, and there's no guarantee. Ah, now I needed another strip. I was too busy talking. Oh, do you know what? We'll just go with it how it is. That. Yeah, no, I did need another strip. Never mind. We can still line it up. And that's fine. We're still going to get an effect. It doesn't matter, look. I had in my head this morning that I would need 3 1.5-inch strips. And then somewhere along the line, I talked myself out of it. Anyway, look. Flip that over, realign it. It doesn't matter. All I'm going to do instead is line up the tops there. And then, look, this line here is sitting really nicely along that bottom line. So I'm still nicely lined up. It's not the end of the world. Dee, 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 dee. We're going to have something pretty. Just flip it like that, and then you don't have to sort of readjust everything. Actually, hopefully there's a nice little arrow line there telling me where my grain line is, that is perfectly positioned for such shenanigans. And so we do the same again. Oh no, that's why we needed the other one. We're going to have to cut into this instead. Haha. Oh, well, I've messed this one up then, didn't I? Should have done another one. Because are my squares going to be... Well, we've taken off that. Yeah, no, you should have done another one. Should have done another one. Hey-ho. But you can just start to see... Yeah, you see, if I'd have done another one, everything would have lined up exactly how I wanted it to. Never mind. Never mind, you get the effect, don't you? There is... How did I manage to talk myself out of that? Hey-ho. Ba, 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 ba. If you're going with all the same ones, you can start to get an idea of the effect that you would have if you did your maths and did not doubt yourself. There we go. How beautiful would that look? Hey? How beautiful would that look? If I, well, I mean, I can do it like that. That's all good. So there we go. That is that, as they say. And then, of course, you've got your other ones over here where you can then do those and have that, and you can create beautiful borders and all sorts of different effects. So you could do a light border and then a darker border. You can do all sorts of stuff. Rachel has a lovely when you get your ruler, there is, and this is a tip for all of them. Never throw this away, because there's a little scanner there. If you've got an iPhone, one of the new iPhones, just hold your camera. So if you're going to take a photo over that, and it will take you straight to her demonstration. Or just in YouTube, type in 90-degree double strip ruler. If you type in Twin Peaks ruler or Madonna lying in the road ruler, it won't come up. It's got to be that. But it will then bring all of this up. Oh, it is a bit beautiful, isn't it? It really is a bit beautiful. Do you know what? That's nothing that a little button wouldn't fix. There, you know. Wow. Do you know, these are so pretty. If you've gone for the jelly roll, by the way, the Tilda one, if you want to go for a light plain, it's the ivory that I've used today, just so as you know. Just so as you know. There we go. So that gives you an idea. So you can either do it like that, or you can swing it around. Like so. Up to you. Up to you. But yeah, so there we go. So maybe it wasn't such a disaster after all. Digging. What are we doing tomorrow, Gemma? Can't remember. I don't know what we're doing. What?
Well, more to Holtz Fabrics, but you're going to be using the Lisa Chandler frame purses, mountain purses, and...
I'm doing stuff tomorrow. I'm doing stuff tomorrow. Yeah, stuff. I am twiddling with fabric tomorrow. Yeah, I'll decide when we come off air what we're doing, and we'll let you know. So yeah, have a look on social media. Gosh, do you know what it is? I was on a course all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I'm just a little bit behind. Has everyone else like button moved? I don't know. The like button moved. Oh, don't know. Anything else that I need to know? Yeah, all our lives have changed, haven't they? In some way. Sometimes for the good, sometimes not. Absolutely. Sorry, I missed the start. What is the ruler called Natasha is demonstrating? I know it is the... And I did actually demo it correctly earlier. Just went a bit wobbly at the end. The 90-degree double strip ruler. You can also cut your quarter square triangles on there as well, which is fab. It's great. It's not, no, it's not called the Madonna. It's not. It is the 90-degree double strip ruler. Yeah. So there we go. That's that. I think that's everything. I'm just checking through. Oh, amazing, amazing. So now Gemma has programmed the shop so that if you type in Madonna... Did anybody used to watch Hello, Hello?
Oh, this is what someone said.
It was like the fallen Madonna with the big boobies. Oh, man. Oh, we do have names for our machines. Elspeth McGillicuddy. Of course, Lo. Of course, that's what yours is. It hasn't got a name. You can't swear at it, says Cassie. Oh, you can. You can. You always can. I love Tim Holtz and have lots of his fabric, but I find that quilt very depressing. This one? With all the colour? Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Geraldine says hers has swear names. Yep. I love them. Really. It's not the machine's fault when stuff happens. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's good. If only you had a warehouse with threads in. I know, right? Every time I come to wear it's bobbin chicken. Yes. Alrighty then. Yeah, do you know what? Kids are never friends with needle threaders as well. I just need to get a new one. They're considered consumables on sewing machines, aren't they? Alrighty then, you lot. I'm going to go and decide what we're doing tomorrow. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for your time, your company, and all of that. And for being patient while I do demo run. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.